What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So we got some really exciting news dropping lately, and I'm getting a lot of questions about these news, so I decided to make a video featuring the news and also give my opinion on these news. Before we do so, big thank you to every single one of you guys for picking up the 0 to 10 million gold guide. The support lately has been absolutely insane, and I'm glad you guys are liking the updates, because this book is over 180 pages long, and it comes with a lifetime of free updates. So once you get the book, it will be sent to your email, because it is a digital book, and every single time I update the book at a new patch or expansion, you will receive that update sent directly to your mail for free. So make sure to use the discount code TheDragonFlight with a link down below in the description. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this one right here. The July trading post items have been revealed. Extra items available for this summer. And this is the one that everyone is talking about, because if you didn't know already, you will be able to get the TCG Battle Pet, the Spectral Tiger Cub, for 750 of the currency. So that is pretty big, right? And there's also like mounts and transmogs like they have in every single month, but this is pretty big. And I've always said this since the beginning of the introductions of TCG items, like when they brought them back in forms of Twitch Prime drops, and then you also like Prime Gaming drops, and then you had the Twitch drops where if you watched the streamer for X amount of hours, you would get TCG loot. And the trading post as well. Like, I think Blizzard will eventually give out every single TCG Battle Pet toy, and most of the mounts, if not all mounts, they will most definitely give out all of them eventually, is my belief. Because it's going to be one of those things where, let's say, the amount of active players, active subscribers are falling. How could they possibly bring it back in like flinch of, like in a blink of an eye? Well, they could just give us the Swift Spectral Tiger mount with like a 3 or a 6 month subscription plan, right? Or a Magic Rooster. So I think they're saving like the absolute biggest TCG items for something like that. And if you go on the auction house right now and you search up for the Spectral Tiger, you'll see that they have dropped in price already. I mean, look at the reach and sales average and market value. It's been cut in half, and people, as more people are aware of this, they will probably keep on dropping even further. Like, some of you guys probably remember what happened to the banana. Like this one right here, Bananas, which was a previous TCG battle pet. Like, it's not worth that much because they just gave it out to everyone. So it's going to be very interesting to see. However, this only lasts for a month though, and you can still get the Spectral Tiger on the black market auction house. So I don't think it's going to be down to like a 5,000 gold battle pet like Bananas, but it's definitely going to be way lower for an extremely long time. And it could always be reintroduced at the trading post at a later time as well. And my personal opinion, I understand why they're doing it, and I also understand why some people are like really against it, because Blizzard is doing it because 99.5% of the people playing the game, they're happy that Blizzard is just pouring out TCG items because they don't have them, right? So most people getting these cool old items that you can't obtain anymore for at least a realistic price of gold at least, they're happy, right? So they're pleasing the player base rather than the 1%. And the 1% being everyone that already have these items and they like having them and being amongst the few people that have them. And I fully understand why those people are pissed about Blizzard just handing out TCG items. I mean, I get it. I myself, I'm in a position where I have a lot of TCG stuff, but I still don't mind that they give them out to everyone. I really don't. I just hope that Blizzard, once they're done cycling through all the TCG stuff, that they make new packs of TCG cards, but make them virtual like you have with Hearthstone packs, so we can literally go into the WoW store and we can buy like a bundle of packs to open up for new TCG loot. I think that would be really cool, and it wouldn't give you any benefit in the game other than like obviously collectibles and the transmog and so on. I would really want that because I would love to do big openings of the virtual TCG packs. The other thing that was released just today, like an hour before this video went live, is that the official hardcore servers are confirmed. You can play it on the PTR already tomorrow. And Blizzard, they released a blue post on it, like with all the rules, how it's going to work. There's no battlegrounds. You can duel to the death, which is really cool. And you can no longer, as a paladin, do bubble Hearthstone. But if you want to read more about all of the changes and how Hardcore Classic is going to work, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description of this video. Another thing that people are talking to me about, sending me DMs about, is the patch 10.15, because right now it is absolutely insane and a lot of people are making a lot of gold. Take one example. If you go to EPL, very popular gold farm right now, and you go to Corrin's Crossing, there's a farm right here where you can farm Dark Runes and Essence of Undeath. 2 materials, both needed for the new crafts coming in patch 10.15. And right now, if you do the farm, this is from a 1 hour farm, and I sold materials. Well, this is Fellcloth as well, though. But you can see the Dark Runes alone from 1 hour is 50,000 gold, right? And then I sold items like this right here on the auction house. If we take away the large fangs, you can see I'm sitting at 76,000 gold from a 1 hour farm. And prices in general are just going up and up and up right now. Especially what I want to talk a bit about in this video is after a Reddit post, this one right here, that Torque, a viewer of mine, made me cautious of, claiming that you will most likely be able to craft tier 3 set items with these Righteous Orbs. And after this post, the Righteous Orb, they tripled in value. We've always known that there's a high chance of the Righteous Orbs being used in to craft these new so-called tier 3 items. But if that's the case, the Righteous Orbs are going to be worth thousands of gold rather than 900 gold. And let me explain why. So this new post says there is 1 item for each of the 4 armor classes that makes it possible to obtain armor pieces from the Defendant Crusader set. And based on what we've said so far, it's the tier 3 class set. Items are crafted by tailorers, leatherworkers, blacksmiths. To do this, they must learn appropriate patterns and plans that can be obtained in Noxramas. In addition to the old crafting materials such as Essence of Undeath and Dark Runes, there's also new materials, War Torn Scrap, and also a new cloth that will most likely come from Nax, right? So you have these kind of like tier items, right? Where you can craft the Cursed Cloth that can be used to craft a bunch of items for Mage, Priest, and Warlock. And then you have the Scourge Scales for Hunters and Shamans and so on, right? And the reason why we don't know for certain, because you cannot craft these items on the PTR, and Blizzard has by no means not said that these are tier 3 items. They've said that it's items from the past. They could have made some new sets based on like the looks of old sets. It could be like a recolored tier 3, which would still be really good. It could also be like some of the old dungeon sets that's been removed from the game, like the Full Valor set, because the thing is with these sets is that they have like a full 8-piece set. So you get like helm and shoulders and a chest and legs and gloves, but it also has like belt, boots, and bracers as well. Just like the tier 3 set, but also just like the old classic dungeon sets, right? So the reason why Righteous Orbs are going up so much is because for each item, if you want to craft the bracers, the boots, the legs, the shoulders, doesn't matter, any of the set items, you need 10 Righteous Orbs for each item. So if you want to craft the entire set, you need 80 Righteous Orbs for each class. Can you imagine? So if people want to craft like 8 tier 3 sets, 1 for each class from Classic, that will be over 600 Righteous Orbs each guy, right? And currently on the EU auction house, there's only 11,000 Righteous Orbs, right? Like, you do the math. 10 people wanting to buy the entire tier set for like all classes, that's going to be 6,000, 100 people, that's going to be 6,000 righteous orbs, right? Like, it's just one guy wanting to buy, one guy wanting to buy the entire set for all classes, that's over 600 righteous orbs. For one guy, 10 people wanting to do it, that's 6,000 righteous orbs. So they will obviously be costing thousands of gold, like we saw when Mage Tower had Crusader Enchant as the best enchant, where righteous orbs were peaking at 2,000 gold each. And you don't need that many Crusader orbs to do the righteous orbs to do the Crusader enchant. So imagine how expensive the righteous orbs are going to be. Now, again, we don't know if it's going to be the tier 3 set, if it's going to be like an old school dungeon set or a recolored of any of that set or something completely new. Regardless, it's probably going to be like an appearance, a transmog set that not a lot of people have, but a lot of people want. So I do think Righteous Orbs has a chance of increasing drastically in value, because on top of all of those sets, you still need like almost 50 Righteous Orbs, which is confirmed for like the new crafts, like basic crafts outside of these set items. That's still a mystery. So yeah, that's my take on it. If it's tier 3, they're going to be massive. If it's a dungeon set, it's going to be massive. I think it's going to be massive regardless. And yes, you can solo farm the Righteous Orb, but you're only able to do 10 runs an hour, and 10 runs an hour will yield you on average 25 Righteous Orbs, which is literally just 2.5 out of 8 items for one class, right? The only thing is, and I think this is the biggest risk, the biggest gamble, like, we don't know if Blizzard will implement Righteous Orbs to drop in either Scholomance or Naxxramas. If they consider this an issue and they want to make them more obtainable for people, like we saw with the Mojo being added in Solgurb, like both Mojos. So we don't know that yet. But if people are swimming in Righteous Orbs farming Nax, they're obviously not gonna be worth as much. But they should still be really valuable as the patch hits, though. But yeah, there's a lot of information that we don't know about yet, which I'm a big fan of. The fact that we don't know exactly where and how to get all the patterns. Are they dropping from trash? Also bosses like Solgurb, only from the bosses. Is there a secret way of getting some of the ancient plans? We don't know yet. They're keeping it a secret until the patch is out, just like they did with Solgurb. And you have to do this the secret achievement thingy by the looks of it to unlock the ability to get the plans and the patterns, just like they did with Solgurb. But let me know what you think about it, especially the Righteous Orbs and the TCG items being at the trade post in the comment section down below. With that being said, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye bye.